Not podcast. Jonas.
And I'm TNT Dynamite, the explosive one, and he's
Mr. X.
Mr. X.
You damn right. Let's crack into another one.
So,
Yo.
I don't know if you heard about Charlie Kirk got killed a bit ago.
Did I
think
hear
we
about that?
covered it, yeah.
We did a podcast on it.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't remember anything.
Mr. X told me that it was not nice to celebrate anybody's death.
Oh, that's right. We had that.
Let's not talk about the president saying I'm glad he's dead or anything. Let's not get into that.
I don't think that's okay either.
Putting it out there.
I'm consistent.
All right, fair enough.
They analyzed the bullet fragments they recovered from his autopsy.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, the ATF, could not conclusively connect the bullet fragment to the rifle found near the scene of the killing.
So there potentially could have been a proxy killer.
I mean,
Potentially.
every assassination, they always say there's like another shooter or somebody else. Like, I mean, like there's always a patsy, right?
It's
Like,
almost like a trope at this point.
yeah, it's like.
But is it not a good idea? It's a plan. It's a good plan.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, you have the hired assassin.
If it's a coordinated attempt, yes, you want a second shooter. But
I mean, that's the
you know,
rumors on the internet is that there was some like silly
here we
business
go.
going on.
I mean, the rumors on the internet is one thing, but when you have the FDA doing their scientific and forensic
I don't think
evidence,
the FDA had anything to do with it, but the
I'm sorry,
ATF.
ATF. That's what I meant.
And the Food and Drug Administration's over here doing bullet.
You know what I meant.
analysis.
Regardless, when you have them doing their forensic research and they're like, "Hey, yo, I don't think this bullet came from this gun."
Well, now hold on. What you said was it was not conclusive. So they said it's not
They
not
couldn't conclusively
it's not definite.
Okay.
We can't say it's not. We can't say it is. That's what inconclusive
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, but
like
you know,
everybody's
still
throwing
damning.
like their hands up. Like, well, wait a minute. That's what this says. It's not definite.
but something
it's
as simple
definitely
as a
not.
bullet being tracked to a gun is like that's mundane.
Usually they're able to do that pretty.
Pretty easily,
unless it's a shitty gun that doesn't, or the rifling's messed up, or the bullet hits a bunch of shit that messes it up. You can't see the rifling patterns.
I give you
that's
that.
how they match to guns is rifling patterns.
I give you that, but I would have to say that if the gun he was using was not a shitty gun. He shot it from like over like 200 yards away.
That is not far,
It's not far, but come on.
and he was a bad shot.
Was he?
Yeah,
I mean, he hit the shot. If he hit the shot,
look where it hit him. It hit him in the neck. It hit him on the side of the neck. Where he was aiming, I guarantee, was his forehead.
so if
And
you
the bullet dropped because the guy didn't know what he was doing.
if I'm out in the woods and I shoot a deer and I
200
kill
yards,
the
the bullet
deer,
drops.
are you going to be like, well, that was a shit shot?
No, because if you were aiming for one spot that would have killed the deer,
I got the deer, bro. What are you talking about?
I don't say okay. You've never been hunting, so
Got the deer.
you didn't though. Just because you put a hole in it,
The
doesn't-
deer's in
if
the
you hit the
ground.
piss sack, you
I'm
ruin the
eating
whole deer.
venison right now, and you're telling me this was a bad
what
shot.
I'm telling you is you're not.
If you hit the piss sack, you ruin the whole deer.
No, or you drop and hit them in a place where it's a non-lethal place, and they run off, and suddenly you just injured a deer.
We're
and you're an
talking in
asshole.
hypotheticals. I'm talking in real life. The deer's dead on my
It's
table
not
right
dead,
now.
that's what I'm telling you.
I'm eating venison
If
steak,
that dude
and you're
had-
telling me it's a bad
If
shot.
that dude had been hunting a deer, the deer wouldn't have died the way that.
But
bullet
he
dropped.
wasn't. Like I said, hypotheticals. We're talking real life. He shot the guy.
Yeah, he shot.
The guy died.
I didn't say he didn't. All I said it was a bad shot because I guarantee what happened. He was aiming for the head, and the bullet dropped. So the guy was not an avid shooter. He didn't know that was going to happen. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, he didn't
I'm not
adjust for-
making any other claims.
If he
yes,
was the
Charlie
guy that-
Kirk died, but it was a bad shot. So I hit
He
him in
didn't
the side
adjust
of the neck.
for
Yeah,
velocity.
he should have adjusted for the drop in the bullet of that time.
If
But
he was
200
even the guy to shoot it.
and
You
it
know
wasn't
what?
200 yards. It
I
wasn't
bet-
200 yards.
I bet
know
he
what
was
it
a flat earther and didn't adjust for the curvature of the earth. That's what happened.
You're such an ass.
That's what he did.
Hold on, I'm looking at the
I bet
distance
he's a
of the
flat
actual
earther.
shot.
So
y'all talk. Keep
So,
going.
anyways, basically, the success of a bullet analysis largely depends on the size and condition of the bullet fragments. Experts are looking for unique microscopic markings that are left on a bullet as it passes through the barrel. The defense said in the motion it may try to use the analysis to clear him of the blame. So they've asked for a delay while they review the evidence. Prosecutors have said DNA consistent with the accused shooter were found on the trigger of the rifle, the fired cartridge casing, and 2 unfired cartridges. Defense attorneys note the forensic reports indicate multiple people's DNA was found on some items, which they say requires a more complex analysis. So, I mean, it's probably a grasp at straws situation. Like, I mean, it just depends. They may have only found small fragments of the bullet, right? Like, if the whole bullet was lodged inside that man, they probably would have been able to identify this.
Well, it wasn't because it hit his neck; it hit soft tissue, so it probably went through. I don't think any bullets lodged in him.
Yeah, so it's like it didn't stick, right? So I don't know, but I mean, just it's the thing that I think is very coincidental is whenever there is a lot of theory or conspiracy around stuff, that's when you always seem to have the least bit of conclusive evidence. Like around the JFK stuff, there's tons of conflicting stories and evidence that doesn't match up and blah blah blah.
Don't get me started on JFK.
Well, right, and and the Charlie Kirk thing, people are like, "Oh, was this because of this or because of that or whatever?" And there's, of course, like you can't conclude the bullet was the right bullet. Like,
so he used a high caliber rifle, .3006 rounds. It was 200 yards, 180 meters.
Okay, what I just read was 142.
I see 142, but
that's a lot shorter than 200. 60 yards shorter than 200.
I mean, was report approximately 200 yards. So I mean, yeah, we're splitting hairs at this point. It was still a long distance, but the fact of the matter is that if they
half
could
a
not,
football field shorter,
if the ATF could not conclusively, and I'm sure that the ATF searches through hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, they're good at it. They should be good at it.
Exactly. We're talking about the people who do this for a living.
Yep.
Could not conclusively say that the bullet. Does that mean that there is potential for there being a second shooter?
Could be.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to put a plan together of this nature, and look, man, I don't want to put it past any of the people on Reddit or Discord or wherever this guy, constructed this plan to be beyond planning to this extent. It kind of makes sense. I'm surprised that there wasn't one involved with the assassination attempt, because there have been another assassination attempts. When you talk about the JFK one, there's always a conspiracy theory for the second shooter, because they were like, how did the guy get it from this angle? It doesn't make sense. And it still doesn't make sense to this day when you think about it. Like, they're still looking at it. So I don't know. Was there a second shooter?
I think, well, I'll say this, a 30-06 with a scope at 140 yards is not a difficult shot.
Is it not?
No, it's not. With a scope, it's not. And I'm pretty sure the dude's gun had a scope. You can look
and
it
the
up.
dude
Truth,
was,
not facts. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it did.
And even though you said it was a shit shot before the podcast, I have to disagree.
No, that was during the podcast.
Was it during the podcast? All right, even though
I said that just a minute ago, and I'll stand by it.
All right, fair enough. Even though you said it was a shit shot, I still say is that, he hit the target.
Yeah, he hit him, but
the target was neutralized. And
when I say it was a shit shot, I was like, it's obvious that the guy didn't account for, he didn't done a lot of long distance shooting to know that bullet's going to drop.
I just
picture
he was
a flat earther too.
What's that?
Was he? Or are you just saying that?
What'd you say?
I said he's a flat earther. He didn't account for the curvature.
Jonas just got back from the bathroom. What?
I just have to say is that if I were in the NBA and I was watching, Stephon Marbury, I believe, the way he shot his shots in the NBA was ugly as fuck.
Oh, his rainbows?
The way he shot his shot was ugly as fuck, because he was just kind of pushed, but he made shots. It's like, whether or not the shot was bad, the shot was made, and the shot was effective, and the points are on the board.
It was effective. The shot was effective. It killed Charlie Kirk. That's not
what
I'm critiquing. What I'm saying is it illustrates who the guy was.
Yeah, he was a professional.
But he was proficient enough to hit. If you took me out with that same gun and the same caliber bullet and you gave me the same shot, I'm missing every fucking time.
No, what he's saying is if it was a professional, he would have hit him in the fucking forehead.
Yeah. I'm saying the guy.
Yeah, he wasn't a professional. He's a fucking Reddit
exactly.
Discord
That's
kid.
why I'm saying there's not a second shooter. I'm just saying this.
See.
Yeah.
This is just kind of illustrates what this was. It was a dude that did something shitty. And
it doesn't illustrate that, because the shot was shitty, sure, whatever. If you want to say the shot was bad, whatever. I'm saying the shot was fine. He hit the shot. The bullet itself, the forensics is what we're discussing.
It's inconclusive.
Here. So, I mean,
it is inconclusive.
Inconclusive is bad, but it doesn't necessarily absolve.
You'd prefer it to be conclusive. I get it.
I would.
But it's also not.
I think a lot of people would.
We all would. I'm saying you, as in we all would prefer it to be conclusive. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it doesn't say like immediately as soon as they came out with that, all the conspiracy. I told you there was another. Like no. Let's not say
Possibly,
yeah, maybe. But what I'm saying is like
before that, there was no possibility.
that's what the internet does. It looks up something like that and then just
You
makes
look
up a
for
bunch
like
of shit.
the slimmest, slightest, whatever.
Like,
that
well,
has
that's what it is, man. And unfortunately, some of this shit's come true, like QAnon. But
but looking at this from the viewpoint of the ATF or the police department or whether they would see this and they'd be like, well, if we can't determine that the shot came from this gun and we're doing all the tests that we have been running for tens of years, decades, all of our science that we have and the proficiency we have in this field is not leading this bullet back to this gun, then we have to look at the aspect of there could have been. That's all I'm saying. Because if the bullet matched up just perfectly, then there's nothing. Nobody was even discussing this before the ATF was like, look, man, I don't know if the bullet came from here. We can't conclusively say that is the truth. Yeah. Not only does that help him in court, but it does leave air for the ideals of that it couldn't be.
Fingerprints of multiple fingerprints on like the gun and stuff like that. Like,
I mean, the gun and the bullet casings and the messages. Yeah, I get you, but if the ATF says that they can't conclusively say, then it's like, could there be? The last thing you want to do when you're doing an investigation be like, there's no way that there could be a second shooter. There's no way that this could have happened. This is the guy who did it, and then lock him up. It's innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you because like if there's more fingerprints, then I mean that's
definitely
a possibility too.
It adds shade to it.
And he's going to use it in court 100%.
Absolutely is. Yeah.
And even if there was, like conspiracy theorist mind, but we have to explore all facets. Even if there was a second shooter and he was just involved, he's going to get less time than he would for a murder if he was just like a pawn in a conspiracy.
Yeah,
which is a possibility.
I don't know. He'll get his day in court. We'll find out what happens. So
Jonas hope he's guilty.
What?
That's
all the time we have for today's episode. Please make sure to like and subscribe for Jonas,
TNT, and
Mr. X.
Yep.